Well, let's not beat around the bush and just do this thing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to After Action Report, your numbers recap show for all Showdown matches to keep you caught up on all the action. Now, you'll notice that this thumbnail looks a little different. This is a classified version of After Action Report, and the reason that is we don't have any matches to recap this week. However, we're going to be looking back into the past and looking into the future. We're going to be doing our final rookie report, looking at all the rookies that debuted in the singles, IG, and Star Wars divisions, as well as also doing some predictions and a preview of the matches we're going to be seeing at Spectacular. Without further ado, let's jump right into the rookies in the singles division. This graphic shows them all ranked by their percentage points earned. You will see that Griffey Nooms is there at the top, not only because of his percentage points earned and his accuracy, but also because he is our current #1 contender. So he gets to have that top spot here. Everybody else falls down ranking by their percentage points earned. You will notice that I do have Ty Lieberman there in the 6th spot above Paige for Betty there in the 7th spot, and that is due to the fact that Lieberman won one of his matches by TKO and by his round 3 accuracy. And you also see there in the number 11 and the number 12 spot, I have Doug Benson over Chris Van Vliet. They have very similar numbers as far as their accuracy and percentage point earned, but because their one respective matches were against each other and Doug came out on top in that match, that is why he is ranked higher on this graphic specifically. Now, this is just an overall look at all of the rookies that debuted in the singles division. Let's break it down a little bit further and break them up into groups by the number of matches that they played. So here I have all the rookies broken down into 4 groupings. Here we are looking at the rookies that competed in 4 or more matches, Downtown Griffey Nooms being the only competitor in this bracket that is 7-0. And we also see that I do have Paige for Betty over Ty Lieberman in this breakdown because I am ranking these competitors by their record. Here are the rookies with 3 matches. I do have Radis over King Khan, again, based on record, because that is how I chose to divide them up and rank them in this graphic. And we also see that Frankie Alvarez is also over Bancroft and Peggy Gummins, again, purely based upon their records. You can see the differences in their accuracy and percentage point earned here. And if you want to see how they measure up against each other by percentage point earned and accuracy, check out the previous graphic. And we see that Brother Lomas is here at the top of this grouping of competitors who competed in 2 matches, as he is the only one with a win in this grouping. He does also have a TKO, which puts him higher up in the rankings based on record. And everybody else is ranked based on their accuracy and percentage point earned. And Christy V is at the bottom based on percentage point earned, even though her and Beth May do have a relatively close accuracy based on the other rookies in this bracket. And finally, we see that Doug Benson is the only rookie in this grouping with a win who only competed in 1 match. Nick Harley, Tingle, Van Vliet, and Morit are ranked in this order based on their strength of schedule and their relative accuracies. So again, I took all of the rookies and I broke them up into groups based on how many matches they played per year and grouped them based on their rank, and then if I needed to, by their relative strength of schedule within each group. If you want to look at how everybody compares as far as their accuracy or specifically their percentage point earned, reference the previous graphic. Next, we are going to take a look at the rookies in the Star Wars and Inner Geekdom division. Looking at the Star Wars division, we do have Thomas Harper at the top as our current champion, as well as Nikki DeMolanta being our #1 contender, puts them in the #1 and 2 spot. The rest of the rookies are sorted by their potential points earned and relative accuracy. And you will note that due to his record, Gold Leader is the only one who participated in both tournaments this season as a rookie. If we look at John Hoey and Marie Wilson, we see that they have very similar potential points earned and accuracy. I chose to rank them this way because of their strength of schedule and the accuracy for their relative matches. Moving over into the Geekdom division, Amaru Moses takes our top spot because he was a number one contender this season, and he also has the highest potential points earned, and the rest of the rookies are ranked accordingly. And that's going to do it for our rookie report. So we are done looking at what happened with these competitors in the past. Let's look forward to what we have going on at the end of this week. I am talking about our main event of the season, the Schmoedown Spectacular. So for this breakdown, I am going to be looking at the accuracy that is required to win in each division, specifically looking at the time frame of the tournament season. And we're going to be then taking a look at the competitors that are participating in each match and comparing their accuracies overall for the season, as well as during the tournament season itself, and see how they match up both to each other and what is required to win inside of this current meta of the Schmoedown. Not going in any particular order, we're going to start off with the Geekdom division. During the tournament season, the accuracy that was required to win was a 79.6 on average. We look at Kalinowski, who is the current title holder with a current record this season of 4-0. Overall, this season, his accuracy has been 86.8%. And during the tournament season, in which he had 2 title defenses, he had an average of 83.7% accuracy. Moving over into the number one contender, Robert Parker, who is 5-1 this season. He had 92.7% accuracy on average through the whole season. During this tournament specifically, he is sporting a 87.5% accuracy. So if you want to look strictly at the numbers, you need to give Parker a little bit of an edge just purely on the numbers, both overall during the season as well as during the tournament season. But Mike Kalinowski has also been in the live environment more times and under these intense situations with title defenses more times than Parker has inside of this season specifically. So this one, you have to give the edge to Parker over the numbers, but experience could win out for Kalinowski. Moving over into the Star Wars division, the accuracy required to win inside the tournament season is an 88.9%. Harper, the current champion, sitting at 5-0 with a 95% accuracy during the season. And when he won the title during the tournament season, he was at a 90%. Nikki Demilanta is sitting at 4-0 with a 90.8% accuracy on the season. And during tournament time specifically, she has a 88.2% average accuracy. So in this situation, either a rookie is going to retain the Star Wars belt or a rookie is going to win the Star Wars belt. Regardless, we are going to see a rookie holding the Star Wars belt by the end of the night. Now, looking at their accuracies, Harper does have the edge as far as accuracy overall on the season, as well as during the tournament format when he was able to win the belt. However, Nikki has been playing consistently over the past few months, so that consistent warm and competition could play in. However, neither of them have played with the buzzers or in front of a live crowd. So I do anticipate that to be a factor for these two. But best case scenario, we could see another high value and high points match for the Star Wars belt, similar to what we saw in Damon versus Demilanta 1 near the beginning of the season. Let's move right into the teams division with the win accuracy inside the tournament season being 86.4%. Shazam, the current champion, sitting at 4-0 on the season with a 92.5% accuracy overall in this season. And in their one title defense during the tournament, they had an 85.2% accuracy. King Arthur is a new team sitting at 3-0 who debuted during the tournament. So their overall season and tournament accuracy is the same, 87.1%. So as a team who has been together for multiple years and has been in title match situations also multiple times, Shazam definitely has the edge as far as experience. Looking at their overall accuracies, we only have one match during the tournament season to draw from when they defended against Lightning Time, but they actually, again, are very similar to King Arthur's accuracy that was only on display during this tournament season. So they have only had to play during the tournament format. But again, we're talking about a highly experienced team, which are going for their second title defense at Spectacular in front of a live crowd, to which neither of them are shy from, versus King Arthur, where this will be King Khan's first time in front of a live crowd and only the second time that Griffey Nooms has had to play in front of a Schmodown live crowd. So just merely as far as title experience, I will give Shazam the edge on this one. But again, at Spectacular, anything can happen. And the same can definitely be said for the singles division, which during the tournament season, you needed a 85.3% accuracy on average in order to win a match. Looking at Marisol McKee, our current reigning champion, sitting at 6-0 on the season with a 90.8% accuracy on the season. And during her title win and her title defense during the tournament season, she had an average of 90.2% accuracy. Looking at Griffey Nooms, again, as we talked about in our rookie report, he is the only rookie to not have a loss in over 4 matches, sitting at 7-0. Overall on the season, his accuracy is 85.6%, and during the tournament, he had an average accuracy of 83.9%. And I would be remiss to not talk about the match between John Roca and Dangerous Dan Murrell. Roca on this season is 1-1 with an 88.2% accuracy on the season in singles. Since he did not participate during the tournament, we do not have any accuracy inside of this current era of tournament matches. Dan Murrell, however, is at 4-2. He has 87% accuracy overall in the season with a title loss and a tournament run inside of this season on the second half during tournaments with an 85.1% accuracy. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about both of these singles matches. We'll go ahead and start with John Roca facing off against Dan Murrell in a 5-round match. Neither of them are strangers to this format. However, we are unsure how John Roca is going to fare with this new tournament style level of questions. We haven't seen him play since the 2 matches he had at the beginning of the season. However, we have seen a fair amount of Dan Murrell as he had a title loss inside of the very beginning of the tournament season, as well as the run that he made during the singles tournament itself and in the teams tournament as well. This match could go either way. Both of them have a lot of experience inside of the singles format and the 5-round championship format and the buzzers. So we don't know how that one's going to turn out. This will be what is called the last ride for John Roca. So that one will be exciting. Hard to tell based on the accuracy and numbers that we have a strong prediction one way or the other. However, I do have some relative strong opinions when it comes to our title match, which is going to be Marisol McKee attempting to defend against the rookie sensation, Griffey Nooms. Now, if you look at the numbers just at face value, during the tournament season, Marisol McKee had a title win and a title defense, both of them being 5-rounders, and she has an over 90% accuracy inside of those matches, both on the season and inside the tournament season. So she has stayed consistent across the season. Looking at Griffey Nooms, he has also stayed relatively consistent, but he is down in the 85 to almost 84% accuracy. So based on accuracy in the numbers, I do give the edge to Marisol McKee to come in and defend for the second time inside of her season. So again, these numbers are strictly based on the averages and accuracies that we have seen across the season for the individual competitors as well as the season as a whole. But this is the Schmoedown Spectacular. Anything can happen. I could very well be wrong on any or all of my predictions. I am just going to be excited to sit back and enjoy the ride. And that's going to do it for this week's episode. But don't worry, I'm going to be right back here next week, and I'm going to be breaking down all the matches that we see at Spectacular, the ones I just talked about. We'll see how many of my predictions prove to be correct. And depending on what kind of announcements we get for the next season, I may have some thoughts and reactions to the changes that are going to be made moving into the next era of the Schmoedown and how that could affect what I do here and what you guys may do when it comes to analyzing statistics. If you haven't already, please go ahead and make sure that you have hit that like button. Go ahead and leave a comment on this video or at the socials that are listed down below. And also check to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and that you have that notification bell hit so that you are made aware every time we drop new videos on this channel. And feel free to go ahead and check out all the other videos that we have here on this channel and also check out the shows that we do on our Twitch channel. The link to this episode and all the graphics that I break down inside of this episode will be posted on Twitter and Facebook through the call to action pages, as well as the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Until next time, for the entire Call to Action podcast crew, I'm your host, Megs, and this is After Action Report, signing off.